Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kosher Gaming bringing you a StarCraft 2 broadcast between two of some of the best players in the world. EGIdra on the top left side, and we have ColCats. Let's bring the names up. But before we get underway, let's talk a little bit about our new channel here. Our new channel is Kosher Gaming. We're going to be providing our YouTube viewers with Call of Duty Black Ops footage, StarCraft 2, and League of Legends. We're gonna give you guys tips and tricks about how to become better gamers, and as well as StarCraft 2 commentaries, League of Legends commentaries, and like all around good stuff. And let's start with seeing what the bases are like. Right now, looks like both players are going ultra standard. They're not going any really quick spawning pool, 8 pool, 9 pool, 6 pool, you know, all of these. And they're sending their overlords to scout. It's always important to do these, as you can locate the Zerg expansions. Zerg, of course, are the race which needs expansions the most, and that's why it's very important to always look around those expansions points and locate any hidden expos and exact timings on when the Zerg players actually get there. Looks like they might go for a hatch before a pool, because they both are macro-oriented players, especially EGIdra. We're not going to be talking about how bad-mannered this guy is, because that is public knowledge. So okay, they're both going hatch first, and that's going to be like 15 hatch, 16 pool, something like that. And let's talk a little bit about what our channel is going to be like. So we're going to be updating the channel on a very regular basis with tips, tricks, and good stuff. You know, Black Ops commentaries, really good replays of us playing it. The channel actually consists of me. I'm Commandor, and Tuxedo, which won't be here today, but he will be providing you guys with footage of League of Legends and Black Ops as well. Okay, so let's get back to the game. We have an overload going around here, very boring stuff. And meanwhile, it looks like the hatches are almost going to be done. Really accurate timings here. Let's open up the production tab. We see almost identical production, but it seems like EGIdra is going to be going with a more offensive approach this game. 2 early Zerglings, while the red player, ColCats, is going for a very cool macro-based build with more drones. Let's check how many drones these guys have. And yeah, looks like ColCats actually took a head start in the income department, and they have a few more harvesters, one more right now, and you can see the income is significantly bigger. And we're going to be seeing both of them get the quick speed upgrade, which is very important. In Zerg versus Zerg, you need those very fast Zerglings to control the map, control the watchtowers, know when opponent starts to attack. And they've got their queens here. That's the basics, basically, of any Zerg player will need is queens to control the timings on the Jet Larva. And it looks like there's going to be a very quick spine crawler here for a defensive measure. Even though the blue player EGIdra isn't even close to being any sort of aggressive right now. And we're seeing a very early Baneling nest from ColCats. Wow, that is very abnormal. And actually, they're both going for a very early Baneling nest. Seems like they're interested in doing some sort of Baneling aggression, Baneling Zergling, which is very potent. Banelings are extremely good versus Zerglings, as they can actually pop quite a few of them if you don't micro them correctly, that is. But that's why you really need to be careful with those Zerglings. And we see the blue player actually making an attack, defense here, because the Zerg is trying to pick off some workers, but not quite getting them yet. You can see that they both have the same speed, of course, and yeah, EGIdra is forced to produce a spine crawler in order to defend his base. Meanwhile, we see that a little bit of a harass from EGIdra, but that's taken care of. And we see a couple of banelings from both players actually. We see two of the banelings here, and that was very effective. That was extremely effective, taking down like 7-8 zerglings with a single baneling. That was very cost effective, in fact. And it seems like they're both interested in starting to play their macro styles right now. You can see that they're both getting lair tech, working on their worker count, and producing a roach warren. Actually, this roach warren will in fact be very useful in countering what the other player produces, which is roaches eat zerglings very, very easily. And we'll see what goes on. EGIdra controls the watchtower, which will give him an advantage of seeing whether his opponent will push out and getting enough units to prepare for that. And we'll see what's going on here. He's going very intensive with this gas, you can see, EGIdra. And he's actually got 5, 8, and he's 8 workers on the gas, and he's going to put 3 more here, so that's a total of 11. That kind of signifies a gas-heavy approach to the game. He's going to go for more upgrades, and you can see a fast in-base third. That is quite unusual for Zerg versus Zerg. And the reason for that is you really want to get a third hatch outside and start getting more minerals, because on 2 base, Zerg can't actually do that much. They can't produce that many units, and it's very important for the Zerg to get third base quite as early as possible. And we've actually seen quite a few Zergs try and get the third very early, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, just started the game. And both players are working down their rocks, structurable rocks that are situated in these areas to prevent a very, very early third from going down. And really just a macro game right now, both preparing their roaches. They have an almost identical number of roaches, but looks like the red player Cats is making a huge amount of roaches, and that could signify an early attack here. And his Zerg missile attacks level 1 is a little bit off. You can see that the blue player actually has, EGIdra actually has a much faster upgrade than his opponent. Oh, and it's going to be a Zerg push right down the lane here, and this could be very difficult for the Zerg player to handle, because as you can see, I think EGIdra has about the same workers now, and he's going to have to be producing a massive number of roaches here. It's going to be something like 26, 28 roaches here, and this might... Oh, he's going to pop the hatchery. He's not going to let any of that go unchecked. He's going to take down the third, and that's going to give him an early lead in this game because his expo is up and running almost, and there's no way the blue player EGIdra can actually force any sort of aggression right now because of the difference in roach numbers. Actually, EGIdra has been taking the lead in the roaches count, sorry. And in terms of food, they're actually the same. So I think the red player Cats has an advantage in the workers count, but EGIdra just built a few. And I think I saw an infestor pit going down. Let's check that. It seems like there are going to be a couple of infestors coming out. I'm pretty sure about that. Infestation pit coming down, yeah. So yeah, the EGIdra's trying to take his expo again, and he's going to make an aggressive push on this third base of Cats. We'll see if that's successful. Oh, huge engagement here, massive roach numbers here, trying to battle it out. I think blue player actually can push and break this because he's got an increasing, rather large roach number, and he's gonna pick off the queen as well, and a few of those drones that are trying to get back to the main and natural. And yeah, he pops it off, and he's gonna go right away from those broodlings, which are gonna disappear after a while. And now the roaches are actually going, and they don't. And Cats doesn't really know what to do right now. He wants to attack right now, but he knows that